It was so fun just working with my dad. I loved it, and he just taught me everything, and he was there directing me by side, and it was just amazing to watch him direct because I've never seen it before.
Hollywood's golden boy has taken a surprising turn, leaving his father totally out of sorts. Kevin Costner, known for his tough roles on the big screen, was left speechless as his youngest son Hayes experienced an unexpected transformation that stunned everyone. As the Costner family heads in a new direction, these questions linger. What incredible talents has Hayes revealed that brought his dad to tears? And how will this surprising change impact the future of one of Hollywood's most famous families? Join us as we uncover Hayes Costner's surprising transformation that moved Kevin to tears. Kevin Costner's surprise at his son's transformation. Hollywood star Kevin Costner was deeply touched by his youngest son's unexpected growth. 15-year-old Hayes Logan Costner has stepped out of his father's shadow, showing talents that even the experienced actor never saw coming. Hayes Costner, born into the spotlight, appeared to be on a typical path for a celebrity child. Like many kids, he took part in everyday activities. Kevin Costner once shared during an appearance on Today that they attended all the Little League games and were constantly driving to get the kids on the same team. Hayes' journey took an unexpected turn when he joined his father on the set of Horizon. An American Saga, the four-part Western, a passion project for Kevin Costner, became the backdrop for Hayes' acting debut. Working alongside experienced actors like Sienna Miller and Sam Worthington, Hayes amazed everyone with his natural acting ability. Kevin Costner shared with People that he didn't go easy on his son during filming, staying true to his tough love approach. He explained that his son intentionally took on the challenge to spend time with him, acknowledging that he could be quite tough on him. Despite this strict approach, the results were surprising. As filming went on, Hayes started to show real potential as an actor. Costner noted that Hayes had started doing things on his own that he described as simply magical. Seeing his son grow from a beginner to a promising talent left the Oscar-winning actor emotional. Working together on the set strengthened the bond between Kevin and Hayes. Hayes described it as the best way for them to connect over something they both loved and to create lasting memories. Their shared passion brought them closer, helping to bridge the gap between their different generations. At the film's premiere, Hayes' performance truly hit home. Kevin Costner, typically calm and composed, became visibly emotional as his son spoke about their time working together. He expressed that it felt good, his voice filled with emotion. This unexpected journey has showcased Hayes' talents and revealed a more emotional side of Kevin Costner. It also brings up some interesting questions. Will Hayes keep acting? How will this experience impact their relationship in the future? As Hollywood pays closer attention to this father-son duo, one thing stands out. Hayes Logan Costner's growth has created an exciting new chapter in the Costner legacy. As Kevin Costner wiped away his tears, it's important to reflect on how this chapter of his life started, well before Hayes' surprising transformation. The story of Hayes Logan Costner's birth reveals a link to Kevin's past that many might not have expected. What led to the choice of this unique name? Hayes Logan Costner's birth and name. On February 12, 2009, Kevin Costner and his wife, Christine Baumgartner, welcomed their third child together, Hayes Logan Costner. This happy moment brought the family closer and added a new chapter to their lives, deepening the bond between Kevin and Christine. Hayes' arrival was especially important for Kevin, who was 54 years old at the time. As the youngest of his 7 children, Hayes marked a new phase in Costner's life as a father. Known for his roles in movies like Dances with Wolves and Field of Dreams, Kevin took on this later stage of fatherhood with plenty of experience and a new outlook. The story behind Hayes' name connects to Kevin's love for the American West and its history. Kevin shared that he named his son after a cowboy he admired. This choice shows the actor's long-standing interest in Western culture, which has been a big part of his career in movies like Open Range and the TV show Yellowstone. The name Hayes reflects qualities like strength, independence, and the timeless values that are important to Costner. It captures the spirit of the frontier, bringing to mind wide-open spaces and adventurous people. By choosing this name, Kevin shared a part of his passion with his son, creating a special bond between them. The middle name Logan adds more depth to Hayes' identity. Although Kevin Costner hasn't publicly explained why he chose this name, Logan has Scottish origins and means Little Hollow, which could be a nod to Costner's family history. Hayes was born during a time when Kevin Costner's career was making a comeback. Just a year before Hayes arrived, Costner starred in the political comedy drama Swing Vote and was getting ready for upcoming projects that would further establish him as a Hollywood icon. The arrival of Hayes brought a new sense of purpose to Kevin Costner's life. In interviews, he has mentioned how becoming a father later in life has changed his view on parenting. With Hayes, Kevin was able to use the knowledge he gained from raising his older kids while also enjoying the joys and challenges that come with having a young child. As Hayes grew up, he became part of a blended family that included 3 older half-siblings from Kevin Costner's first marriage and 2 older full siblings. This mix of family members gave Hayes a unique perspective on family life, especially while living in the spotlight. As Hayes Logan Costner's name reflected the rugged spirit of the West, Kevin Costner's journey as a father showed a different side of that frontier. How did this Hollywood star handle the challenges of parenting while managing a successful career? Kevin Costner's journey as a father. Kevin Costner's journey as a father is a story that covers many years and involves 7 children. While he is famous for his roles in big films, his most challenging and rewarding role has been as a dad. Kevin Costner's journey as a father started in his 30s with his first wife, Cindy. They had 3 children together: Annie, Lily, and Joe. Despite his growing career in Hollywood, Costner made a strong effort to stay involved in his children's lives. He has expressed that he felt like he didn't miss anything with his first 3 children. This early experience shaped Kevin Costner's approach to parenting. He believed it was important to get down on the ground and play with them, which helped teach his children independence, while also keeping a strong bond. This hands-on style became a key part of how he raised his kids and continued throughout his life. As Kevin Costner's career took off with successful movies like Dances with Wolves and Field of Dreams, he had to deal with a common challenge for many working parents: finding a balance between his job and family life. Despite his fame, he emphasized that his life isn't just about him. He explained that as a father and husband, he often spends time on the freeway with his wife, driving the kids to their activities. In his 50s, Kevin Costner started a new chapter of fatherhood with his second wife, Christine Baumgartner. They had 3 children together: Caden, Hayes, and Grace. This gave Costner the chance to raise young kids again, but this time later in life. This new phase brought its own joys and challenges as he balanced the lively energy of young children with the experience he had gained over the years. One of Kevin Costner's parenting strategies is storytelling. His kids, especially the younger ones, enjoy hearing stories about his childhood. This simple activity serves several purposes. It entertains them, helps them learn more about their dad, and allows him to share life lessons in a way they can easily understand. Kevin Costner's approach to discipline is both caring and thoughtful. He understands that it can be tough to find the right words, but he believes it's important to come from a place of love. This approach has proven effective, as his older children often remind him of things he said years ago that have stuck with them. Kevin Costner is proud of the different paths his children have taken. Annie graduated from Brown University and works in environmental legislation. Lily is a talented singer-songwriter who prefers a quieter life, even though she has the potential for fame. Joe, who recently graduated, is exploring his options and has a strong group of friends that Costner believes reflects his son's good character. With his younger children, Kevin Costner faces new challenges, such as juggling busy sports schedules and dealing with lost equipment. However, he embraces these moments and sees them as part of the normal family life he values. Kevin Costner has worked hard to teach his children important life lessons. He hopes they have seen his courage in going after meaningful goals and his determination when facing challenges. He often mentions that he doesn't fall out of love with things, a message he hopes his children will hold on to. After looking at Kevin Costner's important journey as a father, let's turn our attention to the earlier chapters of his life, when he was a young dreamer facing many challenges. How did Costner overcome those tough beginnings? Kevin's early life and career struggles. Kevin Costner was born on January 18, 1955, in Linwood, California, and grew up in nearby Compton. His parents, William and Sharon Costner, worked hard to support their 3 sons. William was an electrician and utilities executive, while Sharon worked as a welfare worker. Sadly, Kevin's older brother died at birth, making him the youngest in the family. Growing up in a working-class neighborhood, Costner's dreams of success seemed unlikely. The streets were tough, and there weren't many opportunities for a kid from Compton. Despite these challenges, Costner developed a strong curiosity and a creative spirit from an early age. He wasn't especially interested in school, but he loved playing sports, took piano lessons, and sang in the First Baptist Choir. In his free time, he wrote poetry and watched movies, which ignited his passion for storytelling. The 1962 film How the West Was Won had a big impact on him, inspiring his future in Western films. During his teenage years, Costner faced another challenge. His father's job often required the family to move. This meant that Kevin had to switch schools frequently and lived in various parts of California, including Ventura and Visalia. He later said this time in his life made him lose confidence, as he was always trying to make new friends and adjust to new places. Costner graduated from Villa Park High School in 1973, where he played baseball with his teammate Dennis Burt. He then attended California State University, Fullerton, where he studied marketing and finance and earned his degree in 1978. However, despite his education, he started feeling restless. His true passion was acting, a dream that didn't take off until his final year of college. That important moment happened when Costner was on his way back from his honeymoon in Puerto Vallarta. While on the plane, he had a chance meeting with famous actor Richard Burton. Feeling nervous but determined, Costner asked Burton if it was possible to act without giving up one's personal life. Burton's encouraging response convinced him that acting was a path worth following. Following Burton's advice, Costner quickly signed up for acting classes while juggling different odd jobs. He worked on fishing boats, drove trucks, and even gave tours of Hollywood stars' homes to make ends meet. These jobs not only helped pay for his acting lessons, but also allowed him time to go to auditions. The journey to fame wasn't straightforward for Costner. He faced many rejections in the beginning. His first major film, Sizzle Beach, USA, was shot in 1978, but didn't come out until years later. His big break finally arrived in 1985 with the Western film Silverado, which showcased his talent and helped him gain recognition. This success kicked off a successful career, but it was the persistence and determination he showed during those challenging early years that shaped the actor we know today. Kevin Costner's rise to fame was just the start of his journey. However, the real challenge wasn't just getting to the top. It was staying there. Could he handle the ups and downs of Hollywood's unpredictable nature? Kevin's rise to fame and career. Ups and downs. Kevin Costner's rise to fame is a story of hard work and adaptability. In the late 1980s, he became well known with key roles in films like Bull Durham and Field of Dreams. His performance as Ray Kinsella in Field of Dreams is particularly memorable, as it resonated with many viewers through its emotional depth. The film's theme of a man trying to make peace with his past mirrored some of Costner's own struggles. This connection with the audience helped his status as a leading actor in Hollywood. However, reaching stardom was just the beginning. Staying at the top in the unpredictable world of Hollywood was much harder. While Costner achieved great success with films like Dances with Wolves, which won him 2 Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture, his journey wasn't always easy. Along with his successes, Costner faced several commercial failures that tested his ability to recover. Dances with Wolves was more than just a hit movie for Costner. It was a personal project where he both directed and starred. Its success confirmed his creative vision, but also raised the bar for his future work. In Hollywood's fast-changing landscape, he soon felt the shift in support. Films like Waterworld and The Postman, which he directed and acted in, didn't do well at the box office and were met with poor reviews. The Postman even received several Golden Raspberry Awards, where Costner was recognized for Worst Picture, Worst Actor, and Worst Director. Even after experiencing multiple setbacks, Costner worked hard to rebuild his career. This time, he relied on the wisdom he had gained from his past experiences rather than the ambition he had in his youth. He became more careful with his choices and focused on telling stories that mattered to him instead of trying to win approval. This shift in approach helped him regain the support of both audiences and critics. As the years passed, Costner showed his versatility by taking on roles in well-received films like 13 Days and The Guardian, pushing through both the highs and lows of Hollywood, proving that success in the entertainment industry isn't just about winning awards, but also about being resilient, adapting to change, and staying true to oneself. Kevin Costner faced many challenges in his career, but his comeback shows that he has staying power. How did he manage to rise again and win over audiences? Could this be his biggest comeback yet? Kevin's later career and comeback. After years of ups and downs in his career, Kevin Costner found a way back to the spotlight, reminding everyone why he is such a beloved figure in Hollywood. One of his biggest comebacks happened with his leading role in Yellowstone, a hit TV series that started in 2018. In Yellowstone, Costner plays John Dutton, a rancher fighting to keep control of his land. This role allowed him to explore the challenges of aging while portraying a character who, like him, has faced hardships and betrayal. The emotional depth he brought to the show resonated with audiences, reflecting his resilience and strength. Before Yellowstone, Costner was already well aware of the challenges of staying relevant in the constantly changing entertainment industry. He had dealt with changing public opinions and times when he was not as well known. However, Costner has always shown a determination to keep moving forward, even when it seemed like everyone was ready to write him off. His journey reflects the stories of many characters he has played over the years, survivors who refuse to give up, no matter what obstacles they face. One of the standout moments in Costner's career after the year 2000 was his role as Devil Anse Hatfield in Hatfields and McCoys, a three-part miniseries that aired in 2012 on the History Channel. The series was a huge success, attracting about 13.9 million viewers, which set records. Costner's performance earned him several prestigious awards, including an Emmy and a Golden Globe. The miniseries retold the famous family feud between the Hatfields and the McCoys, captivating audiences with its intense storytelling and Costner's strong performance. After this success, Costner kept taking on a variety of roles. He appeared in the spy film Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit in 2014, and starred in the sports drama Draft Day, also released in 2014. His versatility was further highlighted in Hidden Figures in 2016, where he played Al Harrison, a fictional NASA supervisor. This film tells the important story of African-American women mathematicians who made significant contributions during the space race. Even with these achievements, Costner's role in Yellowstone was a turning point in his later career. This series was his first major regular role on television and connected well with today's viewers. As a father both on and off the screen, Costner often shares his hope that his work will inspire his children to be kind and strong. In playing John Dutton, audiences could see how his real-life values blended with his character, making his performance feel genuine and authentic. Kevin Costner's comeback in his later career was impressive, but how does he approach being a father differently now, especially with his son Hayes? What values shape their special relationship today? Kevin's approach to family life. Kevin Costner's parenting style with his son Hayes sums up a careful and thoughtful approach to fatherhood. Hayes was born later in Kevin's life after his Hollywood career was already established. This gave Kevin more time to focus on his family. With his career taking a back seat, he prioritized providing a balanced and stable upbringing for his children, especially Hayes. For Kevin Costner, raising Hayes wasn't about putting pressure on him because of his famous last name or making him live in the Hollywood spotlight. Instead, Kevin focused on teaching him the value of hard work, humility, and independence. He wanted Hayes to grow up with the same values he learned in his own childhood, away from the perks and pressures of celebrity life. These principles were essential to Kevin's parenting style, as he aimed to help Hayes build his own identity and future, no matter how famous their family was. Kevin often talks about how important it is to raise his children without the heavy influence of celebrity life. He wanted to make sure that Hayes could create his own identity and not feel overshadowed by his father's success. This is especially important because children of famous parents often face high expectations. Kevin understood this and made it clear that his main goal was to help Hayes learn about himself and become independent. As Hayes grew up, it became clear that he had some of his father's traits, like a quiet determination and a talent for excelling in things he was passionate about, whether that was in school, sports, or other activities. Kevin supported Hayes in pursuing his interests, giving him the freedom to explore different paths without pressure or high expectations. Sports became a big focus for Hayes, and Kevin's role as a father was to encourage this interest while taking a step back and letting Hayes take the lead. In his later years as a parent, Kevin gained a new outlook on fatherhood. He often said that raising Hayes felt different from raising his older children. After reaching the height of his career, Kevin had more time and a better understanding of what it meant to be truly present. He didn't want Hayes to feel pressured to follow a specific path, whether it was in acting or any other field. Instead, Kevin aimed to provide guidance and support while allowing Hayes to create his own future. This balance between support from his parents and personal freedom has helped Hayes grow without the pressure of living up to his father's name. He isn't trying to compete with his siblings or overshadow them. Instead, he is focused on being himself, honing his talents, and following his interests. With the values his father has taught him, Hayes is ready to create his own path without the pressure that often comes from being the child of a Hollywood star. Will these guiding principles help Hayes find success on his own? After seeing how much Kevin Costner has changed emotionally through his son's new talents, could this be the beginning of a new Costner legacy in Hollywood? As we think about Kevin's strong connection with his family, especially with Hayes, it raises the question: how do experiences like these change what fatherhood means for someone always in the public eye? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, check out the next video on your screen. You're going to enjoy it.